the Restless fans, TGIF, it is finally Friday. The Friday cliffhanger is what we got to talk about, and it is some craziness going on in this episode. First, we see Billy is now suspicious of Kyle as he stopped fighting for Jabot. Tucker gives Kyle a task after a big fight with Ashley, and Victor dives deep in his plot, now testing Nate. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for November 3rd, and without any further ado, let's talk about what's going on in Gena City today. So let's head over to the foyer over at the GCAC where we see Sally catching up with Nick, where they awkwardly discuss financial reports related to their new business venture. Now, Nick has been so supportive of her and acknowledges her potential. Sally now inquires about Victor's health, which raises Nick's suspicion since she's been discussing it with his brother Adam. Now, to avoid any prying ears, they decide to continue the conversation in Sally's suite. Sally promises not to reveal their discussion about Victor's health, assuring Nick that she doesn't believe Adam is exploiting the situation. Nick opens up about his fears for his father and the uncertainty surrounding Victor's condition. Now, Sally suggests that the Newman siblings need to work together to support Victor, but Nick remains skeptical of her intentions. He assumed that she's getting closer to Adam again, and Nick is not thrilled about that at all. While Adam pays a visit to Victor's office and shares some ideas with his dad. Now, Nate is eavesdropping at the door, becoming concerned when Victor starts talking about streamlining Kirsten. He takes Adam aside and expresses his worry about Victor's deteriorating health. Nate has urged Adam's siblings to help, but they dismiss his concerns. Now, Adam is determined to care for his father, even if it means doing it alone. As he leaves in the elevator, Nate suddenly realizes Victor is standing behind him. Now, in Victor's office, they discuss his recent lapse, and Victor questions what's happening to him. Nate explains that Adam has consulted a specialist regarding Victor's condition. Victor suspects it as a plot against him and adamantly refuses to take a leave of absence. However, Nate encourages Victor to consider it as a way to prevent Adam from taking further actions against him. Victor, however, remains defiant, but Nate emphasizes the need for immediate testing to understand his condition better. Now, Adam arrives at the GCAC as Sally is walking out with Nick. He stops his brother and tells him that their dad had another moment. He thinks they need to deal with this immediately. Nick refuses to trust that he has their father's best interest at heart. Now, Adam knows he probably hates his guts, but he does care about his dad. They rehash him meddling with Victor's meds in the past. Adam explains that he's arranged for a doctor to observe their father. His brother don't like this plan, but Adam asks him to observe it all firsthand, and Nick agrees. On a different note, Ashley finds Tucker drinking alone at society and try to engage in civil conversation. Tucker mentions starting an annulment proceedings, and Ashley regrets the brief time that they were married going to waste. Points out their shared grandchild, but faces Tucker's mistrust of her motives. Their exchange becomes tense as Ashley urges for civility and suggests that they can just be friends. Now, Tucker, on the other hand, suspects Ashley's ulterior motives and thinks she's only interested in what he's plotting against her family. Their conversation devolves into a whole heated argument about their past manipulations and Tucker's suspicions of Ashley's true feelings. She insists she loved him sincerely, but Tucker questions her intentions. In the end, their discussion leaves them both feeling hurt, distant. Over at the Abbott estate, Kyle and Billy confront each other over the Jabot job, with Kyle admitting that he's been unfair and spoiled. He decides to back off and pursue a more meaningful direction in life, and when Jack walks in, that leaves him surprised by the sudden change of heart. Now, Billy shares his skepticism with Jack about Kyle's sincerity, suspecting that Tucker might be using their son to go after Jabot due to Audra's connection, and ding ding ding, he is absolutely right. Ashley joins them, revealing that Tucker no longer trusts her. They contemplate Kyle's motives and potential involvement with Tucker's plans. Their suspicions are growing, and they wonder about the true nature of Kyle's relationship now with Tucker. Finally, in a separate setting, Tucker and Kyle meet in Tucker's suite. Tucker gives Kyle an assignment, and although Kyle initially agrees not to let him down, he does appear apprehensive to this task. I don't think you have it in you, Kyle. I mean, you better walk out while you still can. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Friday, November 3rd, 2023. Stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.